I try to dissect this a little bit in the book. So how did Putin become so powerful? Well, as the deputy mayor of St. Petersburg, and there are more details, and I've borrowed the stories reported by a lot of great journalists. Essentially, he was part of a group of people who stole a lot of money. They stole money from the city of St. Petersburg. As I said, they took it out of the country. They laundered it through financial institutions, very often worked with Western partners, Germans, people from Liechtenstein. They had Western bankers. There was a company that Putin was linked to that was floated on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And they used this, and they essentially used Western institutions to build up their own wealth and their own power. And then they began to use that wealth and power to gain political power inside Russia. That's a one-sentence version of the story. There's a more elaborate version as well. And we meaning we in Europe and the United States, turned a blind eye while this was going on. And a whole series of accountants and lawyers and, as I said, partners essentially enabled this rise to power. And there's a slightly different story in China, but what we didn't notice was that by trading with autocracies, sometimes you create openness and integration, but you can also empower people who are not interested in the rule of law, who are interested in using the money that they earn to stay in power. And that was and we helped create these new kinds of autocracy. I mean, you asked about the difference between the 20th century and the 21st century, and actually there are several differences, but one of the main differences is money.